fine. Don't have any injuries to add to from what I gave you last night. So the guys are all working their way in now. With that, I mentioned last night after the game, still feel that way, that too many penalties in crucial situations or crucial areas of the field that can put you in a bad position. I've got to make sure I give our guys plays that they can definitely execute better than what we did, which caused some of the penalties that were involved. So take full responsibility on that, and then giving the guys plays that they can work on in the red zone, so we can gain more touchdowns in that area, and they give them a better opportunity on time there if we're throwing it, and then space in the run game. Defensively, I thought for the most part we did a good job. We had a couple of these third downs that we need to take care of and get off the field, and none bigger than towards the end there. So the two offensive, I thought the two offensive three and outs, and the big penalty at the end, and then field position with the special teams wasn't on our side. We were minus 12 there, so we got to stay on top of that, and those all, you add all that up, and you're not going to end up normally on the positive end of things. I appreciate the fight and the guys. I felt like I could have, like I said, give them a better opportunity to get in the end zone, and we've got to make sure we do that. So full responsibility right here. And with that, time's yours.
Let's go ahead and start with Vahe. Go ahead, Vahe.
Andy, I think the last time you were 5-5, you guys went to the postseason, and I just wonder if that's the sort of thing you draw on or point to at this point, as you start sort of just looking to reset.
Yeah, so we're not quite as negative as the outside world is here, Vahe. So we know that we need to clean up and we need to do it. But the guys, they get it. I mean, some of these guys have been through some pretty good seasons, and this isn't like this one's lost, Vahe. So we got to clean up a few of these things, and the urgency level. Obviously, we need to make sure we take care of that now. And anyways, with that, yeah.
Just one other thing too. Then you've done such a good job over the years of making sure people see this as one game at a time. Is there any particular thing you point to about the ability to convey that, or their own ability to stay focused on that's just about this week at this point?
Yeah, sure. No, I mentioned that to him after the game, actually. So that you just what can you do? You can do and get yourself ready to play Indianapolis. That's what you can do. Everything else is involved with a crystal ball, but you can take care of today and tomorrow and the following day. And let's start there.
Let's go next to Pete. Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Said I'll have one other one too. Just to follow up on sort of what Vahe was alluding to. In the seasons where you were able to turn it around, what traits of those teams do you think stood out, as you were able to kind of get a little bit more consistent?
Yeah, well, it was just a little bit what we're talking about. Pete just said you have to take care of the small things. So, and that's coaches included. I mean, whether it's volume, whether it's fundamentals, you got to take care of the small things. And when I tell you I'm responsible for that, I'm responsible for that. And then the players have to do the same thing, take care of the small things. Why are we having the penalties? And then let's fix that. And don't point to the officials, don't point here or there. Take responsibility for it. If it's fundamentals, if you're on the back end and You need to plant and drive. Why didn't we do our offensive line? You didn't step with the right foot. All those things you control, and you got to take care of those things. Small things, but they all add up.
And I guess in the micro, you mentioned getting guys in the right position last night. Is there a specific area from this game where maybe you feel like if you went in a different direction, it could have changed the course of the evening for you?
No, no. Well, listen, you always feel that if you come out. Sometimes even when you win a game, you go, I could have done better right there, right? So there are plays you like that back. But I'm always looking, what could I have done better to give the guys a chance to be successful, or during the week, what do we do, or how did we set it up, going in? So yeah, I mean, I look at that. I got to pick out a specific area, but it's that's I already mentioned the red zone. So I mean,
Yeah.
but those are areas that you got to score points.
Thanks.
Go next to Matt Derrick.
Hey, Coach. You've had a couple of the games this year, and the last two have kind of fit in this category where you've had more of a pass balance than a run balance. And yesterday, kind of a little bit more lopsided than you usually are. What's your comfort level and confidence right now in the run game, especially just the confidence level and the efficiency and the commitment to the run game?
Yeah, that's obviously a good question. So I know you know all this, but it's we're calling the quite a few of the RPOs. So yesterday they were giving us opportunities to throw the football, so we utilized the opportunities there, and those things end up being as good as a run for you. We're getting 4+ yards, and you go with it, and but the runs are being called. It's just sometimes they get turned into passes in today's world. That's how it goes. So, but we're getting them in now. We have some hard runs where you just get up, line up, and go. Probably could call more of those to be, for you to write something there.
And you also mentioned that you said that the mood there is not as negative as it is maybe outside the building. What is the mood? What are the guys kind of feeling, especially since you're kind of in playoff mode now?
Yeah, sure. It was disappointment last night. They fought their hearts out, and uh, uh, had too many mistakes. I mean, we could have, like I said, I could have gotten them in better positions, but they were disappointed. These guys normally take responsibility for those type of things. So I go around on the plane on the way back and I talk, see where we're at, and I get a pretty good feel on where what the guys are thinking immediately after a game, and these guys are accountable for their actions. They don't finger point and do all of that, and that's going to help us get through and get on the positive end of this thing. So we just got to clean up a few things as we go.
Go next to Todd Lebo. Go ahead, Todd.
Coach, missed a couple of opportunities on the deep pass, especially early in the game there. What are you seeing from the guys during practice? Are those deep passes connecting in practice? Was it a little surprising you weren't able to get some of those yesterday?
Yeah, we were off on a tick, and then we came back and made a couple, and that or at least got pass interference on a couple that were right there. So that's how you play this thing. Sometimes they're going to hit, sometimes they're not. Would Pat like to have him back? I'd be probably told you that. So I would say, yeah, you'd love to have him back, and could we have done a little better here or there? Yeah. But that's all part of it. We had some big ones that added up for us down the way. But sure, we would like to have completed those. I mean, to answer your question, yes, we would like to completed them. Yeah.
Looks like we have one more, and go ahead, Blair.
Hey, Andy, just wanted to get your thoughts on Josh Simmons' performance. And
just beyond the blinding lights and roaring crowds, football is transformed from a simple game into a living story, each player a chapter, every play a plot twist. The anticipation is electric, tension thick enough to cut with a knife, and last week, When Josh Shimon jogged back onto the field, fans could feel every beat of their hearts echoing in their throats. 4 weeks, speculation had swirled around his absence, but now the questions became more urgent. Was he ready, truly ready, to take on the relentless storm of a live NFL game after time away? The whispers in the locker room, the sidelong glances on the practice field, all faded into the background as the stadium lights flickered on and the world watched. Coach Andy Reid, a man who has seen it all, was quietly calculating. When asked what he needed to see from Shimon, his answer was layered, almost cryptic. Physical readiness is only half the battle. The mental edge, the capacity to process information at blitz speed and remain unshaken, is what separates the good from the great. Shimon's journey through the week was a test, not just of muscle and bone, but of resolve. The team needed not just a body in the uniform, but a commander who could think, adapt, and withstand pressure when the pocket collapsed. In the game, his performance drew sharp scrutiny. Yes, there were penalties, stumbles in the dance, but he was up against relentless defensive ends, warriors in their own right. Every snap was a confrontation, every block a chess move. The crowd watched the battle unfold without knowing the silent calculations happening behind Shimon's helmet, the instant decisions that determined if the quarterback would stand tall or fall. What made this moment so compelling wasn't perfection, but the rawness of a challenge. Football, after all, is a sport of inches and adversity, of mistakes and redemption, and Shimon's night was painted with both. For every penalty, there was a recovery. For every misstep, a moment of grit. Coach Reid's measured response, respectful but not effusive, spoke volumes. It's one thing to survive on the field, another to earn trust in the crucible of competition. The way Shimon faced those defensive ends, the way he shook off errors and reset his focus, gave a glimpse into the heart of a player who refuses to be defined by setbacks. Now, as the team looks ahead, the stakes only grow higher. Will Shimon's resilience sharpen into dominance, or will the shadows of doubt linger? Each week builds upon the last, every performance a stepping stone or a stumbling block. The beauty is, nobody knows what tomorrow holds. That uncertainty, that sense of watching someone battle not just opponents but themselves, is what keeps the fans coming back, what keeps hope alive in every huddle and every heart. The story isn't finished, and if you listen closely, you can almost hear the next chapter calling.
I know, I'm really excited too. I'm so excited. And I love that you're excited too. And you would absolutely love him. He's the most fun person. I'm sure at some point you guys will get to all hang out, but
Yes.
He's a big, strong American football player.
yeah.
He was on stage with you, wasn't he? I saw that show when he came on stage
he
with
was
you.
so good.
He just picked you up and
He's such a natural, just
Yeah.
in life. Like he's just kind of like never been nervous about anything in his entire life.
Right. And
so it's pretty fun. He's all the things. He's like fun and vibrant and has this infectious personality, makes me laugh so much. But like, yeah, you're looking for like there's a line in the song that says that you just wanted a best friend who you think is hot. Like, and it's kind of like, well, that's kind of it, you know? Writing songs is one of my favorite things. And I did kind of nurture a fear earlier on in my career that if I ever wasn't truly miserable in my personal life, would I be able to write? And I think that's one of the reasons I love this album so much is we were like catching lightning in a bottle every time we were writing songs for this record. And I do think that someone in your life who fuels you, who makes you more you. Everyone in my life is like, you've never been so yourself, which is this interesting thing that you've been you your whole life, but we are different shades and different ourselves at different volume levels. And this person came into my life and everybody's like, yeah, you've never been so you. And I think that comes through in music. People who fuel you, they fuel every part of you and they make you walk taller and they make you present in a more vibrant way. And so hopefully that